move your mic slightly closer.
Yeah, I can move it closer. Is this better? Is this better for you, or you want it further away? You gonna make it in mind? What is it?
Closer.
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 Moving a pitch or
Warmer.
warmer? Any? Closer. Closer. That's it. There we go.
A week 11 drop by. Bye.
Bye.
Banks and banks of humming machinery. I've never seen so many knobs.
Nice.
It's the you ever heard "Bang On" by the Propellerheads?
No, I don't know the heads up.
Oh, they were about in the 90s as well, and they did a track called "Bang On," and the track started with "Banks and banks of humming machinery. I've never seen so many knobs." I know, I'll try that one. No, not that one. What about this one over here? No, not that one either. I know, I'll try this one. And then the song starts.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, the Propellerheads were awesome.
No, I never heard it.
They did quite a number of sort of dancey tracks back in the probably late 90s, early 2000s, I think. Like remixes and stuff. They kind of when the Chemical Brothers sort of were big and that kind of
genre.
Yes, that wave of like Prodigy and
yes. Those boys.
yes.
They're punk rock.
Definitely not punk rock.
No.
It looks like punky.
No, it was. I would have said it was on the same kind of wave that Fatboy Slim came in. That kind of, not quite. Prodigy was a lot sort of heavier back early 90s and before Fat of the Land, when you had like music for the Jilted generation. That was an amazing album. Top Capri Sun there. Showing my age. Push it real good.
Push it real good.
Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby.
Bam, bam, bam,
Bam.
Ba-da-bam.
Bam.
That's good.
I remember I wasn't a big fan because that's Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan, but I remember a coach trip with school, and two of the girls at the back of the coach were just loved Salt and Pepper. So all we had on the entire journey was their renditions of fucking Salt and Pepper songs. Sally and another girl who neither of them liked me. They were the popular girls. They didn't like me. They were the Plastics.
The Plastics from
Yeah.
Mean Girls.
Yeah.
I literally didn't think ever, right, that you would quote Mean Girls and I would get the reference ever in my life.
That's because we're cool.
Yeah.
Bump it.
Touch me. Yeah.
So yeah, that's. I think that's the cold open for the episode.
I think her head is so big because it keeps all the secrets.
I like Scott. It was his birthday the other day, and I did a Mean Girls reference for him because we always used to be like, and 3 for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. And none for Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the quote. Because wasn't it the other day, October 3rd?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's October 3rd.
It's October 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good film.
It's
genuine. I have it on DVD. It's genuinely.
I got it on Netflix. And I chilled.
Did ya? Nice.
What's the other one?
That was when, what's that actress's name?
Rachel McAdams.
No.
Chasey Lathbut.
No. The main one.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
Amanda
It's funny.
Seyfried. That's all of them.
Yeah, that is all of them. It's amazing to see Lindsay Lohan then.
Yeah.
She was hot.
To crackhead version.
Yeah, she's a mess these days. It's unfortunate.
I'm gonna sing Rockstar to make myself look more legit. That's totally my life, and I'm not embarrassed to say that actually happened.
Silly bitch. So yeah.
A lot of them kicking about.
What, crackhead whores?
Yeah.
How many have you fucked?
No.
So are we ready to go?
Yeah, on that note, I think we cue the music.
Brought to you by Noah's Arcade.
do intro. Which of you bitches wants
Well,
to dance?
I did it last time, so it should be
I
Phil.
think Stefan should do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like
Alright.
I've done.
It should be Phil. I think it should be Phil.
Hello.
I don't even know what episode it is.
It's episode 32.
Fuck.
Episode 32. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Are you not?
Oh,
Hello.
sorry.
Hello.
You were looking
I'm
at
just- I'm
looking at
around
Phil
the
there.
room because Stefan looked at me and said hello, and I looked at you. And
Yeah,
said
then when
hello.
I looked at you,
And
you
then
looked
I
at
was
me.
expecting you to look at Stefan and say hello.
You
This-
said hello, and I was like, why is he saying hello to me? And I was like, and I looked at you and you're not going to say anything. I was
No,
like,
but I was saying hello to the listeners
And also saying
and
hello to us.
saying hello to you guys
Because
because
it's been like 3 months.
yeah, it's we were trying to work it out earlier. It was July,
July,
but
yeah.
the episode went out a bit later
thanks, Phil.
because of we just messed it up. So we put out. Yeah, it was the one I
Actually had
couldn't.
to come over and pick
I
up
had
the
to come
laptop.
here and
Uh,
fix the try and work out what had gone on with it because you sent me.
all
You
shit.
sent me the episode in thousands of pieces.
I like that though.
It was like the
Hey,
world's...
Memento, we'll sort it out.
If you've ever done a puzzle, what do you think the biggest puzzle you've ever done?
What, like you mean,
Jigsaw
like
puzzle,
1,000
yeah.
piece? Or like
Yeah, yeah.
500 piece?
Yeah.
It's probably a
6.
50 piece.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably about a 200 piece.
6
If
pieces.
that's the thing.
Phil, they those boxes that you get from KFC, they're not
We go.
I was going to
Come
say
on,
they're
come
not
on.
they're not Peppa Pig puzzles, but they're not because it's that would be pork. So
Yeah.
chicken, they're not puzzles of you put them together and they're a whole chicken 6 piece. I'll edit this out. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
What?
keep it in, keep it in.
Build your own chicken from KFC.
Yeah. It's not a 6-piece puzzle.
Oh, is it not?
No,
Oh, fuck.
that was what I was trying to.
Get to,
Yeah.
eventually. I can edit that to make it sound good.
No, you can't.
No, that's pretty much destroyed me.
Yeah, so the thousands of pieces that this episode was in, and there was no order to any of the file names.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even take, like, I couldn't open a folder, start in a place and be like, right, this is part 1, this is part 2, this is part 3. There were so many
That's
pieces, and each bit I clicked on, I was like, right, what is this we're talking about? And they were seconds long.
Yeah.
And I
And
started
then
it, but it didn't. I was like, Phil, I can't do this. So I had to drive up
All the
here.
way. Oh, that's when you got your tattoo done, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, yeah. I came after that, and
By Felipe.
yes, and I had a beer,
Yeah.
and I got all the files.
Yeah.
All the files.
I think the hardest puzzle I did was like those 3D Mars model ones. Ones that go up.
Oh yeah,
The Tutankhamun.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like in a grey, like a greyish style.
Was that like the mask? His
Yeah.
mask, not the
Yeah, it was.
mask.
Yeah, yeah. It was
'Cause
like,
that
when I
would
was
be
like
cool.
13, 12, 11. Like that kind of age.
I had a Dennis the Menace one.
What was it? Or a 3D sculptor?
Oh no, just a
Dennis the
normal.
Menace.
Just
Same,
I
3D
always
sculptor
wanted
things.
one of those 3D sculptors, but I never got one. Don't see them
okay.
so much anymore, do you?
No, it's because they're really lame. Once you've done it, which you line up all the pieces, and then you look at it and you go, "Cool, it's now done."
It's not a difficult puzzle either, really.
But to be fair, I just described most puzzles.
Well,
At least
that's-
that one you can
Yeah,
put on the side and
but-
say,
Like,
Look
I
at
mean,
this, it looks like a model.
my Dennis the Menace one, I got a frame for it.
"Oh, really?"
So, and I had a Tomb Raider one that was a promotional one from like IDOS or whatever back when it was still,
Yeah.
The good days.
and it was in I had that in a frame. So I suppose you could do that, but then you're limited to how many
Yeah.
You
what
could
the
do like
what the pictures are when people get those ones of baked beans or whatever.
you could get like a table and then like put not the 3D one, just the flat one. Put it
Yeah.
on there and put like a resin over
Because
it.
always have to
Yeah.
take whether it's a 3D puzzle or it's a 2D puzzle. Otherwise, I will ask every time.
Well, jigsaw puzzle,
Jigsaw
and
puzzle,
then you got the 3D.
3D model.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the best way of explaining it to me.
Okay.
So yeah,
we
that
have
was
puzzles now.
yeah.
Should I tell you in a bar?
Oh,
What would we call it? Puzzles. Why would you call it puzzles? Yeah.
That's how I met your mother.
Yeah. Quite.
Why did we get onto puzzles? Oh, because of the podcast.
Yeah.
So that was like
We haven't done it.
July.
We haven't actually done an intro yet.
No, I know.
Because Phil literally, I think, was happy that he got away with that. I was like, we haven't actually done the intro. We just said
No,
hello
I was
to
just
each
saying
other,
hello.
straight
Like,
into the
because
show.
Stefan looked at me and then I looked at you to say hello, and I was expecting you to look at Stefan. to
The
say
whole
hello.
point of that is
And then-
because we haven't seen each other for
Or
A long
ages.
it's been a
time.
while.
It has been some time.
But yeah,
I don't know
it's
who I've seen last, to be honest. I think it was you, was it? You?
yeah. I came in with Zachary, didn't I?
Yeah, you were there with Zachary.
He was like, "Daddy, can we go? I want to go now." I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
And you were drinking some Who Loves Orange Soda.
I was. It was nice.
Who loves orange soda?
I never tasted it.
Who loves orange soda?
It's the most expensive half I've ever drank.
Yeah, I heard. What was it? £2.80?
$2.60 for a half.
What?
What? No way.
No, that's a lie. That's fake news.
No.
That can't be true.
It's like 130 quid a keg plus VAT.
That makes no sense to me. I don't buy beer by the keg, I buy it by the pint.
Is it
So
because
you're
it's
looking at
a limited edition or something?
They only made 14. It's local. It's not. And it uses 4 cases of blood oranges.
Oh, okay.
And blood oranges aren't cheap.
I didn't understand it was
I think
this.
the context of the story before.
Oh, if I'd have known that, I'd have finished it.
Yeah.
Just because
I
Zachary
might
was
have
like,
actually finished it for
"Yeah,
you.
all right, fair play."
I was like, nope.
I'm not wasting this sour.
But yeah,
Ooh.
for gaming stuff, we've for the podcast, we've been meaning to meet up, but like Phil was ill, then I couldn't make it, then Anne couldn't make it, and then it's like 3 months later.
You moved a triangle.
Yeah, I'll put the message on the group. Are we recording soon? And then 2
Like,
days later,
later.
someone goes, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Or I'm game.
yeah." I wonder what you're going to say then. I can't record, I'm afraid. I've made some different life choices.
I've changed my
Life
mind
choices.
right now. I've decided to bring someone back.
I'm busy. I'm with some men
What?
at the gym,
At
Yeah.
the gym, yeah.
Doing weights.
getting them
Hunting.
gains.
And then gains for when I box.
What happened to your Krav Maga or whatever it's called?
Krav Maga.
Krav McGrath. Jeremy McGrath.
Krav Maga.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Krav Maga. I
Yeah.
haven't done it.
No,
Krav Maga.
but that's what you said on your
Became
Tinder
the-
profile, according to Matt.
Oh, did I? Yeah, that's the sort of shit.
And he
I
said,
look at.
he said to get me to ask you how your Jeremy McGrath was going.
You said you were doing Krav Maga when you wasn't doing Krav Maga.
I was going to do it at one point, but I never did
But
it.
the thought stayed with him long enough to go on his Tinder profile description.
Tinder
Obviously.
as well.
What do you mean as well?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said on Facebook.
No, it was
just
on Tinder.
Oh,
I
sorry.
might have
It's
said
more,
Facebook.
it's more, to be honest, on Facebook, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, you talk to bullshit. Like, whereas on Tinder,
Whereas on Tinder, Phil just goes, "Yeah, I do Krav
I'm
McGrath."
thinking about doing it.
What's it called?
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like to do
It's
with-
not-
Are you supposed to say it with an accent like Krav Maga?
Yeah.
What, Scottish?
Aye.
Try Israeli. Don't know how they talk.
Krav McGrath.
Sounds like
That's
craft my bar.
Krav my
It
bath?
does.
Craft my bath.
Krav my bath?
Yeah.
KravMyBath.com.
Craftmybath.com.
Krav my bath.
Trademark. So you weren't ever doing Krav Maga.
No, I think I was talking to you about doing Krav Maga at one stage.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to do it.
And then I don't know what ever happened.
We never went to it.
Yeah, there you go. That was
So-
around the time that I put up on Tinder saying that I was doing Krav Maga because we were talking about it.
Doing it, yeah. We actually wanted to go to it. We've got the dojo up here that does this. There's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
one in Little Down does it, and I got all the prices and stuff, and then we just ended up not going. But I've seen it on TV, so I can practically do it.
Oh, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
as good as. Like,
Watched
because
the
I
Dwayne
know
Johnson movie.
I know Klingon martial arts
You
as
do?
well, because I've been watching Star Trek Discovery and
I
I've
know
been doing it now.
boxing.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
Didn't know.
I know boxing.
yeah, so don't mess.
And I know
like-
boxing.
Yeah.
Vulcan nerve grip as well.
And I know boxing.
Mind melding. all of that
Hang on a
shit.
second.
No,
No, because
it's not true. It's not true, Phil.
Well, no, I've done
Phil,
3-4 lessons.
Unless you're trying to sleep with us,
Yeah.
then you don't need to.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. You are? You're doing that blue collar boxing.
Yeah.
No, white.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that would be an American. They call it blue collar, don't they?
White boxing.
White boxing.
Racist.
White collar. The first few times I said it to people,
So it's for.
I said it so fast.
It's predominantly a chef-based competition. It's like It's like iron knife or whatever they call that.
Iron knife.
Iron knife.
Iron side.
Yeah.
The first few times I was saying it, because it's ultra
No,
white
it's
collar
that
boxing.
Japanese Iron Chef. Ultra
white collar boxing.
Remastered,
The first few times I was
HD.
saying it, I was saying it so fast that I was coming out saying ultra white color boxing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's a white
Color boxing.
White.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I should really be saying this like this. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it sounds quite.
It comes across quite racist.
Yeah. But then you go, oh, that's just Phil.
Just your standard Phil.
Do you know what Scottish martial arts is called?
I do, but go
I
on.
don't know.
It's fuck ye. It's mostly just headbutting and kicking people when they're down.
I love that film.
Stabbing them with bottles that they smash from the side.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Right.
and Charlie, light a match.
Light our match. We are still in the intro. This is Vanderhoff and Co. Episode 32. I'm Highest
Episode
Definition.
32.
I'm Anton Bain.
And I'm Monkey Man.
And
Gentlemen,
and he got out of doing the intro.
he did get
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
it. He kind of... it doesn't really make any odds.
Yeah.
I don't
This
think...
is episode
we
two of episode 2.
Van-
This is
Vanderhoff.
episode 2 of Vanderhoff and Co.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
We've regressed.
It's an episode.
Episode.
Yeah.
This is the app version of the episode.
Yeah, it's the free-to-play trial version with microtransactions.
Of course. How do you earn money?
Microaggressions!
Yeah.
Canada money.
Yeah, Canada money.
Canada money.
And then bear.
Remember.
We'll get onto that in a minute.
Okay.
So yeah, gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be back in the studio with you.
This is an amazing studio.
Don't destroy the illusion.
No, I'm just saying it's an amazing studio.
It is an amazing
I'm looking
studio.
around and going, they've done a good job.
They have done a good job.
Studio.
I like the
Kitchen rules in the bedroom.
yeah the
the dead flowers.
they've really captured that kind of student look.
Yeah, the artwork of your friend's girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Don't forget the butterflies, aka moths.
Yeah. Dead ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them in there. I
Those
didn't,
things
yeah.
there. They're more roses, but I think they're fake.
They are fake.
Yeah.
Because they're easy to deal with.
Do you give them to people?
No, fuck off.
Phil has them
I'm
in
giving
his.
people
Do you,
stuff.
do you put it in your mouth? And then,
Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's his move.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. Fuck off, Phil. It
Throw
is.
them. Throw them
You
on
just
the bed.
throw them on the bed. They're like, oh.
And the little one said, I'm coming in.
He throws them
God.
on the bed, and they're like, Phil, that.
What's that? Oh, it's WWE 2K16 by 2K Sports. Plug.
No one will that.
No, mine. I was just going to be like, why you, Phil? That doesn't hide the mountain of shit. You would need a bunch of roses
Well, what
3
are we
times.
talking about?
It's Harry
It's
Potter.
Harry Potter, creating the world of Harry Potter. Part 2, the characters. What, Phil? That's just an open disc. That's
Yes,
not
Harry
there's no
Potter,
case to
okay.
that.
Phil just likes to show how versatile he is.
Yeah.
They're like,
Versatile.
they don't see. The thing is, when he.
This chat line starts with, you're right, yeah. How old are you? 18. Do you want to watch some Harry Potter?
No, what it is because he's only just met them because they walked into the pub or started their shift half an hour ago. But he leaves all these things lying around so that when they walk in and they're approaching his bed, they know what kind of a person he is without him having to tell them.
I love it. Yeah. Which brings us to the next subject, Phil. What's the movie Shark Exorcist like? That's on the floor. Like,
It's really good,
Right,
actually. It's
can I-
such a bad movie.
Can I hear the premise behind Shark Exorcist?
You want me to read it?
No, I said, can I hear
The
it?
tagline is Satan has jaws.
Is it a possessed shark, or is
No,
it
no,
somebody
right.
possessed by a
It's
shark?
a possessed shark
So
to
read it.
begin with, and then the shark bites someone, and then they turn into the shark.
Oh, that sounds horrible. I see, because I got a thing for people turning into things, or like in Mirrors when Amy. No, I
It's
can't.
funny. It's so bad. You don't actually know when it ends because the credits roll for about 12 seconds. There's only like 8 people in it.
What?
Well, yeah, I'm just going to read out the thing on the back. On the front is a Shark Exorcist. There's a picture of a priest showing a shark to crucifixes, and it says Satan has jaws. And it's a 15, man. And in the back, on the tagline at the top, it says, Hell is shark infested.
Oh.
in red writing. So it's really
See,
dramatic.
you would have thought the 15 on it would mean that if you had the IQ of that or below,
Yeah.
you could watch this film.
It's because it has infrequent, strong gore.
Ah.
But don't worry, it's infrequent.
I wasn't worried.
there's
Have
one-
you got a boxing glove on?
Because I
What is
boxed
left?
We were only messing about with the whole kind of you sleeping with random and the place being a shithole.
Well, I know the
Yeah,
place
it's
is a
all jokes,
shithole,
it's all banter.
and I know I don't sleep with randoms.
Yeah.
He's got their name first. They're not
Yeah,
random.
oh yeah, no, he knows. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
read their profile.
He's seen he's had their CV and he's
Yeah.
got references.
He swiped the right direction.
Yeah.
And then, so the little gub on the back of it says, when a crazed demonic nun summons the almighty Satan, she unleashes terror upon the sleepy fishing town of Paris Landing. Screams pierce the eerie silence as a series of savage attacks commences by a ferocious beast, a shark driven not by rage or revenge, but by the devil himself.
Ooh.
It's another paragraph.
Ooh.
As grim bodies wash ashore, and the lurid smell of the blood hangs in the air. Is this the best bit of the movie?
To be honest, I
Fear
can't
seeps
remember.
into the living when the killing machine then possesses the body of a local young woman. The only thing more horrifying than a shark in the sea is a shark in a she.
Oh my god.
I didn't even admit that. There's another paragraph. Their only hope lies with the determined Catholic priest who must take to land and sea in order to save the villagers' souls and send this vicious man-killer back to the blazing inferno of hell. Didn't kill it. With gruesome bloodshed, this is one shark-infested biting bonanza, which can't be missed.
It can't be missed.
I think
Especially not if you were to throw it at someone from a short distance.
there's some really funny. Like there's a scene where the nun's is killing someone to sacrifice them to the shark, and she doesn't even make a stabbing motion, and then blood just flies at her. You just see her hand going like that, like literally zooms in, zooms down to the knife, and the knife's just standing still. The next minute she gets splattered in the face
Oh,
with
I love
like
those
a
shots.
load of fake blood.
Yeah. I love those ones. They're really good.
Good
Shot.
lord.
How much that cost you?
That was 3 for £10.
So you got 3 copies of that.
No, bulk buy, mate. Bulk buy. Walmart, mate. You bulk buy it.
Yeah.
That Phil's the only stockist and retailer of Shark Exorcist in the UK.
Right, I've got.
The only thing I can think of is that movie actually cost you more than £3, and that's what really worries me.
No, it was well worth its money. It was such a giggle.
Although I watched The Wizards of the Lost Kingdom and Wizards of the Lost Kingdom 2, and I've just watched The Christmas That Almost Wasn't, and
Why is it sticky?
I'm currently watching Journey at the Earth's Core,
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm catching up with Mystery Science Theatre.
Is it any good?
It's very
Of course
good.
it is. Of course it is.
The series has been good, but I don't think it's been as good. Fucking hell. As good as the early ones. But Zombievers. Oh, you'll all be damned.
Lads.
Lads. When a group of college kids take a vacation at a riverside cabin, little do they know a swarm of deadly zombie beavers have taken an interest in them. A weekend of sex and debauchery soon turns gruesome as the beavers close in on the kids. They must fight for their lives and find a way to fend off this pack of relentless, bloodthirsty mutant beavers. Yeah.
The thing is, to be fair, if that was on Netflix, I'd watch it. But Phil's got it on DVD.
Because I like crap movies.
Zombiever.
It's actually, I know what you mean. B
Isn't
movies
that
are
about?
really good.
Isn't that about your friend Dat?
When I saw it, I thought of Matt.
What, that?
Dat.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Right. Because we didn't have a subject for this episode, I wrote some things down that are just
Fancy man writing fancy things
I
down.
know, and on a fancy bit of parchment.
It's actual paper.
It is actual paper. I like. See, I'm old school. I
You're
like
not local.
written things.
This is a local shop for local people.
Oh, they're filming a new series.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. So this was just things that, as I remembered them, or as I thought of them.
So it's a list of things he likes. Cereal.
Yeah.
Killers.
Puppies. Doggos.
I just think of Jerry Lawler now when people say puppies.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd show you that,
Okay,
and
show the paper.
you two can have a look at it and pick something off there, and
Digress.
we'll
okay.
discuss.
Okay.
Well, and digress.
Yes, even though we've sort of digressed already.
No. We haven't, have we?
Regressed.
Regress. Regret.
Egret.
Is MGS Metal Gear Solid?
Yes. Shall we talk about that?
No, I just was making sure.
Metal Gear Solid 5 has had a patch.
Oh, I thought it said Metal Gear Solid V, the PlayStation 4 Pro update. I was like, I don't understand that.
No.
But yeah, the V is 5.
Metal Gear Solid 5 has had a PlayStation 4 Pro update, and it looks lovely.
It already is lovely.
You think it looked lovely before? It's lovelier now.
Oh my god. This is taking it from a solid, 8.5 to a 9.5, 10.
Yeah. I didn't think, because I don't have 4K, but I did notice the difference.
You should get 4K.
I should.
4K. I like the fact you had to double check that.
That's
Top of the line, new 4K.
I can't understand.
Was the lean included?
Yeah, thank you. Because I could never watch TV on a TV that's completely lean.
The thing is, though, I fall asleep nearly every night by the time I
I fall asleep nearly every night as well.
I prefer that to any other options.
Well, some nights I don't fall asleep.
I don't like.
Seriously?
I wish I had a spirit level on me, because that angle has got to be. That is some angle.
About 16 degrees, right?
Yeah, and it's going to be
Oh, it's not got a spirit level on it, but it has got
a torch.
an SOS mode built in. I'll never get lost.
Get killed.
So it looks really nice. That's about it.
That wasn't what I was going to pick. The one I was going to pick was above it, and that's because we've now got one. Well, you've had one for a while, but I've just got one myself tonight.
Yes,
The SNES Classic.
SNES Classic. It's really nice.
And obviously, I got the box.
In his hand.
I opened it. Yeah, I got it in my hand right now.
Did you, like I tend to say to all of my sexual conquests, did you expect it to be so small?
No, I didn't actually expect it to be that small. The flaps didn't work. That was upsetting.
10 flaps.
All 10 flaps. That was upsetting actually because the first one I did was try to push my finger into the flaps and it didn't open up. That was a bit sad. But then it was actually, apart from that, I absolutely love the idea of it. And it's got 20 plus 1 games, which is really, really
20
good.
plus 1 games.
20 plus 1
That's what you
games. Pre-installed. And then, so it's got 2 controllers which obviously plug into the very front of the console. Obviously, you've played on yours. I'm just going by what I've seen already. And it comes, you've got to get, it's like a USB phone charger. That's the best thing for it.
Micro USB port.
Yeah,
isn't it?
micro USB port.
Yeah.
So then you can just plug it into any normal charger, and you've got HDMI.
Mine actually plugs into my TV.
Really, to just power straight off that.
Yeah, from you'll get some TVs will have a service USB port.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they produce power, so you can literally just plug it into that.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Plug and run.
And as you were saying, it was like a 1.8 meter cable that attaches to the
Yeah,
console itself.
they're to be honest, they are still a bit short. Like I really have to have the SNES
Close.
quite close.
Yeah.
And it like the
You can see-
HDMI and that are at full as far as they'll go. So, but
You
it's
can get wireless one, you said.
yeah, you can get. There are Bluetooth, like the same. There's Bluetooth controllers that the same ones that you can use for the Wii and things like that.
Yeah. Because the actual port I noticed was the same that was on the Wii controller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's good. And yours is extra special. Your SNES Classic, as
Yes,
is
it
mine.
Yes.
Oh, actually,
extra
you have
super
one more
duper.
game on there than me.
What, Cannon Fodder?
Cannon Fodder. I think it play... Ow, that's really loud.
I know it is, and I'm really good at it.
It plays well, apparently, but there are sound glitches on the version.
Hopefully not like when you shoot a guy and he hasn't quite died yet and he's just there, just dying, and that's when he makes that sound I just made. And he's just there with blood just spurting.
I don't know,
around.
I haven't tried it.
Ah.
It's because even though it's a PAL system,
Yeah.
it plays NTSC ROMs,
Right.
the American versions, because they played at 60 frames per second,
Yeah.
and the PAL SNES games played at 50 frames per second.
Yeah. Right, I understand. So they actually got quite a considerable better upgrade, didn't they? Because PAL 60 is better than PAL 50, right?
Well, yeah, because you've got a higher refresh rate.
Yeah. Glasses. But yeah, it's beautiful. So how many extra games have it got on there again?
It's like 130
So you've got like an extra 120 games on it.
You've got
So you've got
129 plus 1
Plus
games.
one.
You've got 20 plus
100.
1 plus 103 games.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably, I don't know, I'm not very good at math. That's like about 1,000 games.
Yeah. It's pretty much that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So you obviously had the previous one as well, the NES Mini, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you didn't get that one?
No,
did
I
you?
missed out.
Because hasn't that come back on sale though?
Next year.
Next.
Supposed to be like in the summer. They're redoing more. So
Okay, so I will be definitely getting that one as well. 'Cause it's the best way of getting those consoles from back then
With games.
with games.
although you could just as easily get a Raspberry Pi and mod that and make that into your own system, 3D print a case or buy a case online for about the same price, and it would have more games and you can set it exactly how you want it.
Don't explain our future business plan.
Oh!
Like that's literally our business model.
Sorry. But yeah, so you could just as easily do that,
Yeah,
but then you don't get the build quality because
That's it, yeah.
that just feels like a SNES.
a little mini SNES that fit in my hand.
Good.
And
Although you do have giant hands, so
yeah,
the mini SNES does even fit in my hand, my tiny girl hands that I have.
yeah, they are tiny girl hands. But
Thanks.
obviously, it's got the great classics on there like Super Mario World.
Yeah.
And Mario All Stars on there as well.
Yeah, I put that on there.
Do you
Yeah.
know what Mario
Well, that
Odyssey
wasn't on the.
is?
That's not on the core plan, is it? 'Cause
No.
obviously it's,
The core plan is just the ones that it says on the
back.
back of the box.
So you got like Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Secret of Mana, obviously. Never played it. You've got the Castlevania, you got Super Mario Kart, the Final Fantasy 3.
Awesome game.
You said about Star Fox, the sequel of the Star Fox.
The sequel to Star Wing,
Star Wing, sorry.
Star Fox 2.
Star Fox 2. That's it.
Yeah.
But you have to unlock something.
You have to play the first level of Star Wing,
Oh, okay.
and then that unlocks Star Fox 2 to be able to play.
Have you played it yet?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Star Fox, Star Wing, the original, I love. It was a big game. It was at the time it was big release, and I love Lilac Wars and the whole series. The newest one, not so much, but yes. Star Fox 2, I had already played on ROM on an emulator,
Oh, so you already played it to the... Okay, no problem.
but that's like considered to be the official version because it was never released.
Yeah.
It was basically finished, and then Nintendo scrapped it for the N64 because it was quite late in the life of the SNES. Look over here.
But it's also got one thing I had seen on there. Super Punch Out is on there. I'm not even going to buy the next EA Games version of boxing, whichever they're going to do. I don't know if it's Fight Night anymore, I don't know, or just boxing, whatever.
Oh,
Technical failures.
that just pop off.
Thank you.
Feels-
very much journey to the village.
Hello.
Yeah, Super Punch Out.
Yeah,
so I
Super
won't
Punch
get
Out.
Whatever EA.
Well,
Games
it's UFC now, isn't it? They don't really have.
And that's
Boxing.
glitchy as
Oh,
hell.
yeah. Is it bad? Is it UFC
Oh,
2?
UFC 2 is glitchy as hell.
I just want to just literally have CM Punk's first fight and win.
That's never gonna happen.
Shut up. And
That's not gonna happen.
but yeah, so I'm totally going to play Super Punch Out as well.
He's got a second match, he's gonna lose that one as well.
Shush! You might lose.
He might.
You
It's
also
like
might
a
win.
50-50 odd.
Chance of him losing
And winning.
and winning.
Depending on who he goes against.
Brock Lesnar.
No.
No, not the same weight category. I'm probably close to Brock Lesnar's weight category.
Calorie.
Scarily enough.
I don't know right calorie.
Don't know how much Brock Lesnar weighs.
I'm
How much does Brock Lesnar anyway?
going to say he weighs 329 pounds
I weigh.
and 14 pence.
No, I don't. I don't care.
Phil,
Phil, pick a subject off the thing, unless you want to talk about the SNES Classic with its
No,
20 plus
We did
1.
talk about the SNES Classic quite a bit. So how much does it cost? Is it still available?
You can still pick them up. Stock does appear every now and again,
Yeah.
but I think it's going back on sale next year with the
So
NES
what,
Mini.
We are the lucky few.
We are, yeah,
You two are,
one
yeah.
of the... I don't think they're as rare as the NES ones, but we are fairly lucky.
Do you know how many they're sold in total?
I don't. I haven't... the only sales figures I was looking up the other day were the Switch ones, because they
Oh,
that's been doing quite well. And
Has it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want them to, because
Well, I think they're at like 4 point something million already. So.
oh wow, that's really successful for the comparison to the other launches.
Oh, you're doing the Switch noise.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you had something stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
Exactly.
Zachary.
Nice, I like that. That's really clever.
Battlefront 2 beta. Did you get to play the Battlefront 2 beta?
I did.
Did you get to play Battlefront 2 beta?
No,
I thought that might be the case.
I didn't even play it at EGX. All I'm going to do is this.
is it like the first one?
Yes.
That's what the problem is.
But,
The first one it looks beautiful,
yeah,
but it just felt empty.
but it's...
Is it just Battlefield with Star Wars skin?
Oh, I didn't... Oh, that felt good.
It doesn't feel as lively as like the originals by Pandemic at all. At all. It's got no soul to it.
That's the problem I'm having at the moment, is the Battlefront games, they look beautiful, but they feel quite empty. I'm hoping that on this one, it's better because of all the space battles and all the different classes and all the other extra...
The space
heroes.
battle was the best bit that I found in when I played the beta, whereas I didn't enjoy the space battles in the first... Oh, actually, having played a lot of the Death Star one over Christmas...
That DSO looked really good, and I'm really sad at myself I didn't download it.
Well, I believe it's free on the shop.
Is it
Now?
free now, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it just about to release 2?
I've got all of the... they made all the Season Pass content free maybe about a month ago.
Yeah.
I still haven't played it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I claimed, but...
I've deleted it off my hard drive. I can't even play
I deleted it
anymore.
off my hard drive knowing that I could just put the disc back in and install it within a minute.
It took me
Oh
probably
my
about 5
god,
hours.
the updates.
No, because I didn't delete the updates. I just deleted the game off the. I don't delete any of my game saves or any of my updates or anything like that because it's easy then from when I put it back in. I don't have an issue with the memory of the console because of that way.
Well, I mean, I suppose my PS4 Pro's got 2 terabyte in it now, so...
Oh, you got the Pro. I got the 2
Lucky
standard PS4s. Does that not make it 1 Pro?
It
I
makes
have a
it
terabyte.
Pro Plus.
Yeah, exactly. You
2
got one.
standard PS. You
But,
own 2 of them?
yeah, it was all right, but the menus were really complicated. Like, for some reason, they needed to change them.
Yeah.
And I didn't enjoy the single-player shooty stuff.
Mhm.
Not the single-player shooty stuff, I mean. Because the single-player is the only bit that I'm interested in.
Yeah. See, this
Yeah.
one's only got, I think they said that 12-hour campaign,
Yeah,
or 8
something
or
like
12-hour campaign, which obviously is quite long for a single-player first-person shooter campaign to today's standards. So obviously I've played some of them, which have been like 20, 25 hours. Especially like I say this now, but it probably wasn't this because I found it so hard back then. But like Medal of Honor Frontline, for example, took me quite a while to complete.
I got that.
Yeah, I thought it was quite a cool game. But yeah,
That's one before Ryzen.
Rising Sun. I felt really disappointed with the Pearl Harbor attack in comparison to the D-Day landings in front line.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Star Wars Battlefront 2, wasn't it? I was like, we just start talking about a different game. So we have Battlefront 2. As long as it has a pretty decent campaign, I think a lot of people are going to be happy with it. But I'm really tempted to wait because EA have already announced that when the new Star Wars movie comes out, they're going to reduce the price. That's only 1 month after sale. So I'm like, well, I might as well just wait until the month later when the Star Wars movie comes out, and then obviously the hype will go crazy, and then it'll be slightly cheaper, and then all the reviews will have come out, and I'd have found out if it is actually really a good game or not. Because I always say I've only got one first-person shooter in my life at any given time. So you can't have more than
You
one.
don't
Because
need more than one.
yeah, exactly. And you got that Call of Duty World War II game that's just come out, and then you
Meh.
yeah, I've not.
I played the beta on that.
Bad?
Shite.
See, I did play it because
I was really high.
But
Like,
probably-
obscenely high. I had no business playing video games. I was that high. And then I was like, oh, this is Call of Duty. And then I played something else.
Big naff one.
Yeah, I think I can't even remember what I played instead.
Oh wow,
Because I was just like,
That over it.
that bad.
just munted. I think I went and put the TV on.
See, you were playing Call of Duty with a black screen.
No, I just
Stop playing Call of Duty.
stopped playing Call of Duty. And
So, not Call of Duty 2 then? World War 2? No? And so you're not really a big fan of Battlefront 2 either?
No, I didn't enjoy the beta. I'm not Call of Duty guy. I'm not first-person shooter guy anymore.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I say that I've got enough room for one in my life, first-person shooters, and I'm really curious about which one to buy. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to go Star Wars, but after the month launch.
Yeah.
And that's when I can just wait. If not, I will wait for a while before Call of Duty goes down in price, because it will go down in price at Christmas. And I'll then make up my mind then between which one it is. But I really don't want to get a Call of Duty game.
The only thing about the Call of Duty is the new zombies, because Luke's got the new Call of Duty already, and it used to be like Modern Warfare 2, it was me and him, Black Ops, it was zombies, and me and him used to play online so much on Call of Duty. And if zombies was standalone and I could get it for a cheaper price than having to buy that and the normal Call of Duty, I would, because I'd probably play a load of zombies with Luke.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Because Activision, they won't want to do anything like that.
Well, they did. Oh, yeah. I was going to say they did do Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah.
But that wasn't. That was Infinity Ward, wasn't it?
Yeah, it came with as part of it.
Yeah.
You got a little code. And
but they do it separate now.
Now they do, yeah. So I bought Infinity War about 2 months ago to get Modern Warfare 2.
Is it? No, it's not. No, I was thinking Infinity Ward, but it's not now. It's Sledgehammer, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're
sorry, the game's called
games,
Infinity War, though, isn't it? It's called that, isn't it?
It's just Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, isn't
That's
it?
it, Infinite Warfare, and it came with the Modern Warfare
Yeah.
too. So when I went to the shop and bought it, it was a pre-owned copy, and then when I got back home, took out the Modern Warfare 2 part, and the code had been redeemed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't believe I just bought this game for absolutely no reason. Because I'm not going to play the rubbish one.
No.
So what's the point? So I literally just went, oh great, I'll just throw it in the bin.
Frisbee it.
Just frisbee it on the floor.
I just leave it around my bed
Exactly.
for approaching women to think that I had Modern Warfare and be all impressed.
Ooh. Really, what I did with it was I pretended I was Blade and threw it like a Gaive.
Oh yeah. Phil, are you able to close your window at all? It's a bit chilly.
No, actually, it's quite cold in here.
Sorry.
Possibly. Let's see what happens.
It'll get warmer.
Oh my god. This fucking thing.
I've never seen someone close a window like this. Which he hasn't done yet. He just broke his blinds instead. He broke the one redeeming feature of this room.
I got nothing to say. Oh my god.
Go careful there, Phil, because you are at exactly the same level. You could just slide out and end up on the high street.
I've given up. Fuck that.
I can see it happening.
Ah!
No, fuck that.
Literally,
That's too
he
much
hasn't
work.
closed the window. It's still
It's moved
open.
about an inch.
I don't care. I just don't care.
Like,
That's why
Steph, I don't care. Just if you're cold, put a coat on.
Fucking hell, yeah, just tolerate it. Oh my god.
What are you just? Do you just go to bed fully clothed now?
No,
Just
I've got-
resign yourself to
I've
the
got-
fact that the
where
window
is it?
doesn't
I've got
close.
I got it out of my box today. A heated blanket. Oh,
Heated blanket.
heated blanket.
You're like, I opened the window at the beginning of the summer.
And I opened it when I first got here and it's still up and closed.
Opened it when I first moved in.
Because it's got to be, you can't have it straight because it will just fall back down again. So it's got to be at an angle like that. So it
Okay.
wedges itself in.
Because it was a little bit scary though when you said it looks like it's going to fall out. It did actually look like it's
Yeah.
going to slide out right
His
onto the
mattress
street.
is just about the same level as the windowsill. One wrong move, and you couldn't have even. Oh, you might have got your feet. No, it's
No.
still. Is it?
No, because there's a beanbag there, so I wouldn't have got anything anywhere. Oh, it's so funny.
Maybe you'd have got stuck on your tummy.
Yo,
It would have gone.
yo wee Billy.
It would have gone. Just as you got wedged, like when Homer Simpson gets stuck in that water slide.
You just texted now.
It's like,
Sorry,
I know I
too
locked
busy.
the door. I closed it, and I'm sure. Yeah, I set the alarms.
No, No, I just had a message.
But yeah.
No, just asking what time we finished.
New phone, Phil?
Yeah.
What is it?
8. No, 8.
So it's alright for you boys with your massive spade hands.
Spade hands? I don't know, I don't have a spade.
Mine's the compact version and it's still too big. No, I'm
It's just the
joking.
right size for me.
Mine's standard.
Spade.
Hands.
Spade hands.
Yeah.
David Spade hands.
Nothing was ever going to happen in his career, was it?
No.
He was never destined to be a star. He wants to be a star. And I think because of Adam Sandler, he thinks he's a star, but he's not a star. No.
I like that. Have you seen that photo of him and that Cash Me Outside girl?
No.
She's, have you're a meme fan.
Yeah.
You must have seen that Cash Me Outside. How about that? That
No,
girl.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
There's a photo of David Spade and her, and then he posts something up, and then she bitched back at him, and it's like, ooh, because it was like it made him look stupid.
Yeah, well, he is not that bad, but he's done.
Yeah. So yeah. What's next? What was next on that
list.
sheet of bits and pieces? Unless there's anything. What have you guys been playing?
I actually have been playing stuff.
What have you been playing, Anthony?
Thank you, Stefan, have been playing one game in particular at the moment, quite a fair bit.
Is it Hitman?
No, that's the next game I'm going to complete after this one. So it was one of the other ones I got bought on that day.
Oh yeah, because you get that big bundle of
games.
How many games did you buy?
Oh, was that 4 or 5? That's when I got Call of Duty. Oh,
Mafia 3.
That's what I'm playing at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Which made by Hangar 13. When I read the reviews, it got middle reviews, so like 7 out of 10. And the reason why it is because it said, there's a part of the game when you're going to get to it when it's basically the same game. You've done the first 8 hours, 9 hours, and then you've got to do pretty much the exact same again. It's the same missions, and it's and almost to a point, copy and pasted missions. So I got to the bit and I was like, right, okay, now I know what they're talking about. These are the repetitive missions that you're basically just doing the same things over again, which is either you've got to go and destroy some stock, or you've got to go kill an informant.
Okay.
And you've got to do that for 3 people. One of them is Vita Scaletta, who you play as in Mafia 2.
Yeah.
Which obviously that's the coolest part. So as soon as you see Vita Scaletta, you're like, oh, there he is. Love that guy. And then you got these other 2 you got to work for, which is like some lady called, I think it's Cassandra. And every time I see her name, I just think, Cassandra! Sorry! Wrong wedding! And then you got another guy who, I don't know, I can't remember his name. He's like the Irish mobster, and I can't remember his name. So I got to the bit now, I'm like, okay, this is the repetitive part. So I'm doing all these missions, which are practically the same. And the game looks nice, but like when we're talking about Battlefront, it felt quite empty. And that's one of the reviews I read as well, where they said, the games looked really nice, but the city itself feels like quite an empty city in comparison to other sandbox games. And I kind of did feel like that. Certain times when you're doing the main storyline, it's okay. But when you start to deviate off that, the city feels quite empty. With Mafia 2, because it was quite a linear game, it was very you followed the storyline.
Yeah.
So the city itself, when you're driving from one place to another, because it was telling you to go there, it was almost like you're following a storyline to there. So if things were happening, the world was alive, and then when you get to the mission when you have to go walk down the street, there'd be a couple arguing, and they'll be like,
but everything was pre-programmed. There was no random AI. It was staged to give you that
illusion of a sandbox game. Where Mafia 3, it's a sandbox game, but without the beauty of what they had for Mafia 2. So I've just finished that part where it's gone, it's no longer the repetitive part. Then it dawned on me, I've now got to the bit which is repetitive.
Oh no.
So I've gone, hang on, it's now unlocked the next part, which is the exact same set of missions that I've just done 3 times over. And I'm like, so how many more times have I got to do it? And I think it's another 2 more times.
What?
It's a real shame, because that's where I'm at the moment. But
are they long?
No, they're really quick and easy missions.
Okay.
Super quick and easy. Because I think that I went on to howlongtobeatthegame.com. It's a website sometimes used to try to gauge like how long or how much storyline am I going to be getting used to playing. Because like on Alien Isolation, for example, it says something like 16 hours, and it was about that. And I sometimes if I want to just have a quick game to play over the weekend, I'll look on that and go, I could probably complete that one. Like Until Dawn, there's like 9 hours. So that's like a weekend video game. So I play that over one weekend. But yeah, so with this Mafia 3, I was looking at it as, okay, so what they've done is I reckon they had a really small game that was really nice and they had to make it longer. That's how it kind of felt. And they just copy and pasted. Or Hangar 13 built a city and then didn't have the know-how to do the next part, because this is the first game they've ever made. So I think maybe it was just a rookie studio, not too sure. But the game itself, annoyingly...
Do you think that they were going for... There's a possibility they were going for Mafia 2, where the city was... the game and the city was staged to be like Mafia 2, and so the publisher said, no, this... People last time said wanted it to be open world. We're going to make this open world.
You could be right. Yeah, you could be right on that. Because people do seem to prefer the open world, don't they? To go on their own thing.
But the developer was perhaps making... They were like, well, the Mafia games were kind of open world, but everybody liked the game because it was compacted down, and maybe there was a differing... Maybe the publisher did turn around and say, look, we appreciate that, but it should be open world.
Yeah, do you know what? There's a possibility that 2K would look at that and look at their sister company, Rockstar Games, and goes, that's how they've made their money. Let's go the same way as that. It's just a bit of a shame, because obviously the Mafia 2 game, I think, was a beautiful little game, and I actually really enjoyed the storyline to it. I thought I was really sucked in from the start to the finish.
You would say, because a lot of people, if you speak to, like, even I think that we've spoken about Mafia 2, we've said it would have been nice if there was something a bit more outside of the story, because it felt it had a very linear feel to it.
Yeah.
But then if you've got something like LA Noire that was open world and felt open world but was very empty.
I suppose it was.
It was.
Yeah.
The city was quite empty. The actual crime scenes themselves were beautiful.
I don't know if it felt open world.
Yeah, I would have said it felt open world, but
it felt open. Like not open. It just felt empty. I'm not saying empty again for it, but
but not enough going on. And a lot of people would have said, well, if it maybe have been like Mafia 2 and had that linearity to it that gave the impression of an open world rather than being open world and not having anything in it. And I think the same has happened with Mafia 3, where they've been like, people were saying that it should be open world, so maybe they've tried, but maybe they started with the Mafia 2 model and then thought, right, we'll build on this, and then they were like, oh well, what else can we do?
And that's why they didn't literally, all they did then after that was just copied and pasted the same mission over and over again. I think maybe to save space, because the city is really nice.
What's the amount of for the space you need to download it for?
Between 40 and 60.
So it's not taking up most of this then.
No, it's a nice city. It is a really nice city, and the soundtrack. It's 60s
have a good soundtrack.
And 60s, I think so. And as soon as the first song comes on, I'm automatically like, oh yeah, this is going to be a pretty cool game. Mm-hmm. And then the actual how it kicks in is it's a court case. So it's actually.
Are you wanting to take that glove off?
Yeah. So it's staged like a court case, and there are basically the judges. Yes, fine. The judges and stuff like that are all asking questions to this like CIA agent. And he goes, "Oh, did you allow this guy to go out and do all this and this extra stuff like him?" He's like, "Yeah, I did because of this reason." And it's actually like done as a court case, is interviewing people.
Okay.
So every so often, like when you're doing the main storyline, you'll complete a mission, and the cutscene will be like a reverend talking about how the person you're playing as was a really nice person to begin with, and then it all went down because of this reason. So they've done that quite well. In
terms of the story's really well good then.
The storyline, when it's all the videos and all that part, really cool idea. I really liked it. But of course, you can't judge a game on its on its FMV or on its videos, can you? So
No.
it's actual
FMV.
gameplay footage. I know when I say FMV, right? When I say it, and I know it's stupidly old to say it, and it's not even called that anymore.
No, because it's just cutscenes.
Yeah, it's just a cutscene, but
Yeah.
I still call it FMV.
Well, it's like, because that's what it used to, like full motion video, that's what it used to be, just animated sequences or like actual actors.
Yeah,
Command and Conquer style.
exactly. Or what's that in the space?
Wing Commander.
Wing Commander.
Yeah,
With Mark Hamill.
yeah.
And Freddie Prinze Jr. in the movie.
Yeah.
How does career go for so long after that? I don't know. But yeah, so Mafia 3. I would say it's an alright game so far, even though I'm saying it's repetitive, and I'm at that part, and I was like, oh, it's amazing, complete that. Oh no, wait, I'm not at that part yet.
Oh god.
But I have read that once
Excuse me.
I've got past this part, the last part of the game is good. So I'm like, oh cool. So the first bit is really nice. The last part's quite nice. It's just the middle bit, which is a bit of a.
The substance is a bit of a pain in the backside.
So I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10.
There's a nice rating there.
Yeah.
7 out of 12.
Which
It is on my radar,
you can
but
buy
I've
after you've
got.
completed it.
Oh, thank you very much. I've got so much else that I'm just not. I'm getting there with my games now that Zachary's at school.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One thing I will say about the game, and they say at the very start that it was made in the 60s, and they got a bit of criticism on the game because of
You mean set in the 60s?
set in the 60s, yeah,
Made in the 60s.
It's based in St. Louis area, so the southern part of America,
Yeah.
and they got a bit of criticism because of how the main character is portrayed, because you play a black guy and you're watched by the police a lot, and the city is done quite well in this aspect where certain shops, if you walk in, there's a sign on the door that says no colours, and when you walk in there, you're trespassing,
Okay.
and the guy behind the counter will say, you're not allowed in here, your kind aren't allowed in here. And there's some shops that let you in that don't have that sign, so you've actually got to know what shop you're walking into and look for signs. And so I was doing one mission, and it was like in a pool or a workplace, where it had showers, and then there was 2 shower cubicles. One with a sign that said whites, and the other one that said colours.
Huh.
And the white one was the shower was really clean and looked really nice, and the colours one was the light wasn't working. There was dirt all over the floor.
Yeah.
So even though what they did is they turned around and said, look, this game is quite real life to what it's like back then. So when you're playing it and you walk down the street and then you hear a white person walk past you and actually say something quite negative about your colour,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird to go, that happened.
Yeah.
I heard that was one of the things that the game
Portrayed.
had portrayed.
Portrayed very well. So, and then your struggles, dudes.
But yeah, it is crazy to think. What were we were talking about something at work the other day, and it was something about the past that you wouldn't that these days you would just think that's kind of weird. I can't think of what it was now. Talk such nonsense at work.
But
So.
there you go. So it's quite a deep part of the review.
Yeah.
There. But yes, because they portrayed it really, really well. And that comes obviously where you play as a black main character. In Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you didn't really feel it. You didn't hear it, even though it was '92 and the police were quite well known in LA to being really bad. And there's obviously the LA riots in San Andreas after was it Rodney King beatings. And obviously that's what sparked the riots, and it was very similar in GTA San Andreas, where you didn't have that racism part. But with Mafia 3, I think they portrayed it quite well.
Oh,
And
okay.
they've shown it in a way that's kind of like not that distasteful, but in a way you know that it could have been worse. But yeah, so congratulations to Hangar 13 for doing that part right. They know their racism.
The DLC's supposed to be quite good for it.
What is it?
The DLC, there's like extra.
I've not done it yet. I think I'm just going to do the main story arc, and I'll let you borrow it. And at that point, I think I will then probably buy LA Noire.
Oh, the remastered.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of LA Noire as it is. And it's going to be $34.99 on launch. Available at all game stores, or game.co.uk. I can't just plug game. No,
I'm tempted to get it on Switch. just for the shits and giggles.
Well, then you can carry it around, can't you?
The
if you want
Switch
to.
and giggles.
Yeah,
For the Switch and giggles.
that's good. It's good, mate. Mate, that's actually really clever.
He is awake over there.
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
Yeah, he's still around. It's good.
I haven't fallen out the window just yet.
He's our own little Benicio del Toro, and look at him.
He is.
You're like
Yeah.
Vinny Chase when he's trying to play. Oh, damn it!
I've never played that, damn it.
No, it's when he in Entourage, the TV show.
Oh god.
He loves that show.
I don't mind it actually.
I've
I haven't
seen it
seen
like
it
4
all.
times. I can't remember he's in a movie called Medellin, where he plays someone in the Medellin cartel, and I can't remember which person it is, and they have to put like a fat suit on him and stuff. And he looked a little bit like Phil does now, but Phil doesn't need a fat suit. I'm not saying you're fat, dude. I'm saying you're buff.
It's the way that you're sitting, Phil.
It's because you've got facial hair and your hair.
My hair. My
Yeah.
face.
So what have you been playing, Phil?
I don't know. Can't really give away that information.
What?
What?
Been playing South Park.
You have, yeah.
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 My fractured butthole.
Your fractured butthole.
My fractured butthole.
Have you been sitting on a rubber ring whilst playing?
No.
You've got chapped lips.
Oh yes. Farting away over here. Left, right and centre.
How have you been enjoying your fractured butthole?
First gameplay. Completed in about 2 days and I freaking loved it. So funny all the way through. I don't know, have you finished it?
I have just got to...
Where's my coat?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
You can't be that far away, can it?
Is it behind the chair?
It's behind you!
Phil's sitting on it.
Oh, Phil!
Oh my
this
god.
is nice and toasty.
Have you fired?
No, not yet.
Alright,
I just want to put it on. It's not that cold, is it?
I'm sat here.
I have just beaten Osgaroth or whatever the creature thing that the priests are feeding people to.
Oh, Shrub Niggeroth.
Yeah.
Shrub
Shrub
Niggeroth.
Niggeroth. Yeah.
What the heck?
So I've just been... You failed that.
You're nearly.
You have failed this city.
You're nearly near the end.
Am I?
Yeah, you're nearly there.
I'm watching upon your dojo.
What are you playing on? Easy? Medium?
Medium.
Medium. Finished medium in like 2 days. Such a good game.
Then what did you do after that?
I put it on hard, and I think I told you about this, didn't I?
You did, yeah. Like,
Oh. So I started playing it on hard about 3 o'clock. And
3 o'clock,
in the afternoon. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And
1,500 hours.
it's
thank you.
kind of started...
Military down.
You got to a stage where it wouldn't save, and it wouldn't. When I pressed the start button, you go to save, it wouldn't save, and it was just loading in the middle, in the bottom right corner. I was like, okay, that means I'm probably just gonna have to finish the game tonight. Roll around to 7 a.m. in the morning, and I got to the last but one boss, and I was like, right, I got work today, but it's nearly done. I'm so close to finishing this game right now, and getting the last trophy for this game and getting it platinumed. And the game froze on me when like the last but one boss had like
dude.
20 to 30 hit points, and I turned it off, turned it back on again, and I was about 3 hours into it, like level 3, not even that far into the game, so I haven't actually picked it back up again.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Really destroys the
Yeah,
game,
it
doesn't
does. But I've not had any problems.
No, that's the only issue I've had with it thus far.
But yeah, I did that boss. I think I've clocked up about 12, 13 hours.
So that you're probably technically around halfway.
But I do wander around looking at all the things, and I've been finding the member berries. And I wandered up to the wall between America and Canada.
Yeah.
And I was listening to what the guy was saying.
Yeah, about the fact that
He's like, it's very nice over here. Oh, have you told him how nice it is? Yeah, I've just told him.
this isn't RPG anymore.
Yeah,
Taking the mick out the last one.
so funny. The member berries. And they're like, I remember collecting 120 stars in Super Mario 64. I remember Chun-Li's stars. Oh, I really remember them. Love the member berries.
Remember when black people didn't have to vote?
Oh my god, yeah. Some of the little subtle, little throwaway jokes in there. You're like, what? So good. Yeah, there's a lot of it.
I remember when it was really wrong to marry someone of your own sex?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I like when it keeps asking you what sex you are and
Yeah.
your sexual orientation and your
What did you pick?
ethnicity. And I think I'm Japanese, cis, male something. I pick loads of different random things.
Mine,
I can kind of relate to the parents
mine was,
of the new kid.
Mine was it was a white guy, a white girl, or white person, black Arab, asexual, gender fluid person, neutral, satanic.
I liked when you get locked in the room with the priests and they've got the rosary anal beads.
Oh, and they just run at you.
And then he pops them out and then is spinning them around.
Yeah.
I literally was just like, oh my god.
The worst, when you get to a stage of either replaying it or have you gone back in that room to get the poster? Or,
Is it the Yowie
yeah.
pictures?
Have you gone back in that room to get that picture yet?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure.
When you go back there, I can't remember what it is, but if you type in the code without getting the answer for the code, type it in, it's so funny.
Oh, okay.
Basically, and you'll get this. Basically, if you type the code in before knowing it, so when I played it the second time around,
Cartman pops up
because, what the hell are you, Tom Brady? You're going to wreck the game for yourself, Tom Brady. Tom Brady being all Tom Brady over here.
Very good. So you've been playing anything else?
No, to be honest.
It is good though. I have had to almost forcibly stop myself playing South Park because that was all I was playing because it was...
When I sat down and started playing it the first time, I didn't realise how much time I spent on it in that one go. And I'd literally leave, go down and get a glass of water and then come back up and go, oh, I suppose I'll play South Park.
Is that why you've got all these glasses up here? Because you were
yeah.
playing
so
South Park?
Many glasses. It's either that or he's trying to do one of those...
Like,
I'm trying to learn. Yeah, that.
Just on a quick count. 17 glasses are in this room.
Or maybe, with the window being open, it gets a lot... It's condensation. And that's the glasses are strategically placed to catch said droplets.
That's clever, yeah.
So I've always got water.
Or is it because he's trying to catch the water from his Squirtle Pokemon picture?
Maybe, it's possible. But the...
Blastoise, sorry.
Yeah.
Blastoise.
Blastoise.
Blastoise. That I bought ages ago.
Are those ships in the water a bit?
It's meant to look like
The old artwork.
an old artwork. Without... It's the
Basically,
picture
it's
itself
Blastoise.
is usually just the wave.
Yeah.
And that... But without
It's
the
basically
Blastoise.
something to do with the Japanese fishermen back in the day.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
But there's
informative,
I've
history
seen
lesson
loads
there,
of
Bill.
different versions of it.
Still a fisherman.
Fishermen. Back when they used to catch the
The
fish.
fishermen and their friends, it's a
Yeah.
promotional picture for the mints.
Yeah, which no one ever buys.
No, unless you're really old.
Or Japanese, apparently.
Or Japanese, yeah.
If you please.
No, they make them because
Make them out of whales guts.
those mints are that strong. They go like that,
Oh,
like that.
Make them out of
You
whales
see,
guts.
because it's
how bright is a hydrogen bomb?
Right enough so you can't see.
what's on the list there, Ant. Before we start getting into dangerous
That's not
Anthony
So-
Jeselnik style
That's an
jokes.
Anthony
not.
original. That's an Anthony original.
Isn't that Anthony Miles original?
I've started writing down some of my jokes, and I've realised I'm pretty messed up.
we
Um,
still love you.
I know, right? I've written down 5 jokes on my phone, and in one of them I'm like trying to perfect it and how to say it in a way that doesn't make me sound like a serial killer. But I just really tend to embrace the serial killer in my comedy.
You should, yeah.
So on here you have got Vanderhoff and Co. And that's the episode number.
That's the
Sorry.
episode number,
That's
yeah.
the episode number. Sorry about that. My bad, everyone. I will say Rick and Morty season 3.
Oh, good choice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm really now not...
I enjoyed the hell out of Rick and Morty season 3.
Me too. Obviously you're an original fan,
because
aren't
it
you,
took
Seth?
so long.
Yeah, I was fan from day one.
Day one, yeah.
Day one?
Yeah.
You both weren't fans from day one.
Phil, I got you into Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I think we're fine. We're in that hotel at EGX a few years ago.
Yeah, and I was like,
3
Phil,
years
I've got
ago.
this episode of this
This
show, you got to
3
check it out.
years
And you're
ago.
like, oh, I don't know about this.
What's Lick and Porty?
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah, you totally didn't like
You
it.
you make this. You okay? I'll let you rock with this.
Yeah.
And I won't pretend. I'll pretend that you're talking absolute BS.
Anyway,
You can pretend as much as you
season
want.
3 is very good.
It was really funny on it. And then, so obviously, it's going to be like a year and a half, 2 years now until the next one.
No, I don't think so.
That's what he
Christmas
said
time's
at
gonna
the
be
end.
One episode, I think, around Christmas, and then there won't be for ages afterwards.
That's
Really well.
fine. We just rewatch all the other ones.
I do anyway. I literally watch season 1 to 3 over and over again because there's so much stuff in the background that you don't see. Like in one episode, bless you.
Thank you.
One episode, I think it's in season 2 or 3. Rick and Morty are just walking down this thing, and in the background there's someone playing amusements, and it's not part of a big part of the show. It's like,
is that when they're the Schlitz and chips and Schlitz?
In the background, there's a guy who's playing a video game, and he wins. And as he wins, there's a creature next to him.
Mr. Meeseeks.
Mr. Meeseeks on the right hand side goes celebrates and then disappears. And I was like, there's so many little things like that in the background that you don't realise. And it's not just about what's happening in the front of the show, it's what's happening in the back of the show at the same time. It's such a clever comedy.
It's really good.
And some of the jokes are so deep, and the storyline arc in season 3 especially was amazing.
It was good. Yeah.
Did like the Rick verse.
Yeah.
The one where it's like
it's just Morty's killing the Mortys.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Good. So many references in that episode as well.
Yeah.
So many references. And then so deep and twisted.
I liked because so many people have been like, oh, Pickle Rick, and it's just like, yeah, it was a good episode, and the whole Pickle Rick thing was very funny.
But everyone else says it.
The what was the whirly dirly?
Yeah.
When he has to go, when they get Jerry to try and kill him.
Yeah.
And it comes
the whirly derby where you can only get killed.
Yeah. And then that kid gets killed because it doesn't get rolled over by the whirly dirly.
No, you've got those two kids that are inside the building from get go that are like. The little kid's shooting his sister, and they're running around and they're shooting each other, and obviously they can't die. But as soon as they crash the rally derby, literally he shoots her. It's like, sis.
Yeah.
That cracks me up. Just imagine the trauma for the rest of his life. He gets killed his sister, literally not on purpose because he thought he was safe, but he kills his sister.
Yeah.
I can't live on anymore.
That was very good.
Just imagine if he tried to kill himself and the shield came back on. He came back alive.
Yeah.
Literally.
He
never died.
Jerry was dating that warrior woman.
Yeah.
And at the end of that episode, there was the answer machine. It was the bit after the credits.
Yeah.
And it's like Rick, and he's like, oh, that girl's ex-boyfriend was coming to hunt you. It's fine. I took care of it. Always got your back. Then he phones him up again. He's like, oh, I've been banging whatever her name is, and then you hear her in the background. She's like, who is it? He's like, never mind. And then the next message is from the rental company who rented the answer machines. And he's like,
no one actually needs those anymore.
Yeah, no one actually uses them anymore except for exposition in TV shows. I was just like, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very clever, very funny, but then some very dirty jokes in there, and
it's these words, doors, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
All of that stuff.
But there's a Christmas one.
I think there's hints towards a Christmas episode, and then won't be for ages until we see the next episode.
I don't know, if they have to wait for that quality, I don't mind.
No.
Have any of you played Pocket Mortys?
I did when it first came out.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, I know someone who does. It looks quite good.
Do you say that does?
No. Oh. I don't think he does, anyway.
No, it's just too much of a game.
There's actually a game involved, isn't there? There's actually got to do stuff. So
it's not like Simpsons.
And I don't think he can actually send messages to anyone over that, threatening them.
Yeah, exactly.
Or insulting them.
Excuse me, how old are you? 12. You man or a woman? Woman. Hello. Hello, my name's Matt. If they said boy, you're a prick. If I can hit you.
Prick.
Yeah.
Is that really the case? Is it not like either way?
Well, like a Kevin Spacey, you mean? Have you seen the one that's
What's going on?
No, leave it there. Actually, I don't think we actually say it out on there. It's quite a dark meme.
Fair enough.
Nothing wrong with a dark meme.
What's on the list? Phil.
Dragon Ball Z FighterZ Z Beta Fighters V.
That's good. I want that game.
Good. It looks good.
Played it at Eggs.
Eggs, all of the eggs.
All the eggs. It was good.
It looks good.
It looks
like
amazing.
Marvel
It
versus-
looks like
Marvel
the
versus
anime.
Yeah, it looks like the old Marvel vs. Capcom games.
yes, yeah.
Probably feels like it too.
It plays like because it's made by Arc System Works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the guys behind Guilty Gear
yeah,
and what's that
They've
other
done
one with the
loads.
weird name?
we've done loads of like female, like 2D fighters,
Hmm.
but mainly Guilty Gear is their main one, I think.
I think it's
I think they did some of the old Naruto's as well. Arc Studios. Did they not?
No.
What are you talking about? Danganronpa?
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa?
Because that's
Or
RPG.
Persona?
Persona? No, Persona's Atlas.
I always get lost.
But no, it's very nice and it looks just like the show, and I want it now.
So I'm not a big fan of the show, but it just looks like...
No, I'm not a big fan of the show, but the game it genuinely looks amazing
Mm,
because it, and I mean actually looks amazing.
yeah.
But it plays nice enough. I'm not a big fighting game guy, but
If you can tag in and tag out, I'd like that.
if it's got a decent story.
I'm not a faithful story, it's Dragon Ball Z.
But
Take
the beta-
5 episodes for one move.
It took ages to connect to a match, and then the match I'd get my ass kicked, and then I'd be waiting another 10 minutes for that.
It's
Was
alright, if I get it, you get it.
Oh, well, yeah, but I wanted to play more matches because the times that they said, the European times that they said that I was reading were actually the French times. So when I logged in, I'd actually missed it by an hour and it had been closed. I was like, fuck.
It's a pain in the ass.
And I managed like half an hour on it. No, it was more like 45 minutes and I had like 3 or 4 matches.
Ew, not good.
No.
So you couldn't do it like offline.
No, not the beta.
That sucks.
I'm tired, excuse me.
Sucks like donkey.
So yeah, you guys done then? Is that it? Or you texting each
Oh
other?
no, it's because you guys talk about Dragon Ball Z and I have no input.
Fair enough. What's next on the list?
Ooh.
Or what is next that piques your
I'm
interest
very,
on the list?
Apparently, your feet are right there.
They're anchored there so he doesn't fall out the window.
Is Godzilla Shin the movie?
Yeah, that's the one that we went to see.
Right, I have no issue with talking about that.
It was good, wasn't it?
I enjoyed it, right? To be fair, the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes, I wasn't surprised people walked out at the start, because there was 2 people that did walk out.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they did, because the Godzilla itself did look terrible.
Was that the bug-eyed
Yeah.
one at the beginning? Yeah.
And I was like, this is not looking good.
Well, I told you. I said that
It
you
evolves.
see like a pre-evolved...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it to look so bad.
It was a bit of shit, wasn't it?
Yeah. And like obviously we're with Mix, and he doesn't see it. He doesn't see the badness of it. He just saw, this is Godzilla, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't at the time. I was like, yeah, no, it looks a bit, but...
Oh no, for me, it was the mouth open, the still eyes, and it didn't look good to me. But then once it started to evolve, I started getting more and more into it, and I was like, you know what, this isn't so bad. I didn't like the ending,
No, I didn't like the ending.
because it just felt like those trucks couldn't have got there. It was too, perfect. There's no way that it would have all happened that way. And I was just like, that's too unbelievable. That's such
See, I thought you meant the ending where it was like him stood there frozen and the camera pans up his tail and holds on his tail and then that's it.
Yeah.
And it was like, right, what's...
Oh yeah, that bit too was terrible. That was the icing on the cake. That was the cherry on top. But it's how it all happened, like the pouring of the chemical down its mouth and stuff like that to try and cool it down. It was all perfect, and I was like,
But that was how they planned it.
exactly how they.
Yeah,
planned
the
it.
movie was all about planning.
Yeah, it wasn't it?
And so...
Because nothing goes wrong when you plan it.
Yeah.
Nothing ever goes wrong when you plan it.
And it had to work, because otherwise Tokyo was going to get nuked.
To be fair, I actually kind of wanted to get because history doesn't always repeat itself, but it sometimes rhymes.
Sometimes it's for the better.
Not always. Never, actually. Never. It's gross and disgusting. Well, I was really hoping it was going to get nuked. Because I was thinking, that's got to work. Nothing else was. But then, of course, it wouldn't have worked because it powered on nuclear.
Yeah, he is radioactive.
Yeah.
So when he was firing his lasers, was amazing. It was a fucking favourite part of the film
That
for
was
me.
awesome. Yeah, the fight scenes were actually quite good. The military shots were really good. They were.
Okay.
They actually were, and sincerity. About 3/4 of the movie, do you know what I thought was going to happen for them to beat Godzilla? I thought they were going to get Tommy, the Green Power Ranger,
Oh, that would have been cool.
and just gone. Yeah.
Call out the Thunder Dragon Zord.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that's how they could have probably beaten it, but they didn't call in the Americans in, did they? They wanted to do it themselves. They were
Yeah.
like, no, this is us.
They'd have called in Cayman Rider.
Yeah, exactly. But overall, good movie. I was actually quite happy that I went to the cinema to go watch that because it's such an original thing to talk about.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. What?
I did go see Death of Stalin.
Was that good?
I saw it at the Odeon Screen Unseen.
Yeah.
So obviously you pay for a ticket, you don't know what it's going to be, you turn up and they just put it on. So when it came on Death of Stalin, I was like, what's this about? Hilarious.
It's Armando Iannucci.
I think you're right, yeah.
Quite a very funny writer. I think he did. Is it Three Lions?
I think you could be correct on that.
Yeah, I think it's.
One of the guys in it is the captain of the Discovery.
Really?
He's hilarious in it. Like, he plays like the general of the entire Soviet army. So the way he does the character is like, oh yeah, this guy's a pussy, just punch him. Like, it's that kind of talk. He's just literally just completely brash and just. But it's such a satire movie. It's so funny from when Stalin died and the power vacuum that happened afterwards. It's like a Monty Python movie.
Oh, okay.
And when I watched it, everyone who was in the cinema, there was a couple who walked out at the start because they were like, what is this about? But then once people realised it was a comedy, people started laughing and actually got with it. I found it hilarious from pretty much the get-go because it's just my level of humour, like just a little bit strange, a little bit dark, satire, funny. And I was watching it, so like, yeah, this is actually really amusing.
Oh, nice.
So I was really happy with the fact that I went to go see Death of Stalin as well in a screen unseen. And then after that, I went to another screen unseen called the movie was The Paradise Project.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible movie.
What's the Paradise Project?
Don't watch it. No point. Unless you want. This year, it's just basically any hotel in America that's a Chav estate that literally the people are just horrible and.
They're not called Chavs out there, though, are they?
No, they're just called.
Are they not like rednecks?
Mexicans? I don't know.
Might as well call the wall.
I'm kidding. That was just a Trump deck.
It's huge.
It's huge, man. A little bit of wall. George Bush.
Yep.
Yeah. I built a wall. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big old wall.
He'd have never built a wall.
No, we're gonna import it from other countries. Nick Bush. Yeah, Paradise Project, and it had, the only good thing about it was it had who played Green Goblin?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was in it, right? And he was like the hotel owner, the manager, sorry. And that was the best bit part about it. And when the movie ended, I said a joke, and there's a certain thing that happens in the movie where this old man Peter Bob comes up to the kids to try and lure them away, and he goes, "Oh, do you want to go get some drinks? Want to get some Pepsi?" And then Willem Dafoe comes up and goes, "Oh, what's the matter? What are you doing here?" kind of thing. He's, "Oh, I'm just thirsty. I'm just going to get myself a drink." So he leads him to like the drinks machine, makes him buy a drink, and then as he starts drinking, he just knocks the drink out of his hand and he just kicks him out of the hotel and he'll never come back again. And then literally, so this is a 2-hour movie, and nothing happens during the entire movie. Like, I'm no joke. This is all the awards it's going to win because it's saying it's going to win. I don't. Anyway.
Just because it's been nominated doesn't mean it's going to win it.
Exactly. So at the end of the movie, right, so the credits roll, and a few people one person went, "Oh, finally." Another one went, "Oh, what was that about?" And of course, me being me, I was like, "Do you know what I was really sad about? You know, they should brought back the paedophile just to make something happen in the movie. Nothing happened. And when it ends, right, are you ever going to watch it?
No.
Good. Right, so it ends with this one kid, her mum's going to be arrested by the police because she's a prostitute in this hotel. She works out this hotel. And her mum starts to become a prostitute to pay for the hotel room. But Willem Dafoe doesn't like the fact that they're doing that because that's not what he wants them to do. He wants to kind of look out for them, kind of thing. And when they're about to come take the kid away, she starts running away to this other hotel where her friend is. They're in, like, by the way, these kids are like 6 or 7. And the movie's about them.
Right.
So the movie's literally the worst thing ever for me. It's a movie about kids. And so then she runs across this other hotel, and then her friend opens the door, and she's crying, and this kid's going, "Oh, I'm never going to see you again, really, really sorry." And then this kid that's her friend just grabs her hand and just runs. They start running, and I go, "Oh my god, they're going to get hit by cars." I actually was like, "Oh my god, please,
Something's going to happen.
please, kick
Yeah.
it." I'm just waiting, and they don't. But then they run and run and run and run, and then they're running to Disneyland because the Florida Project, that's the original name of the planning of Disney World in Florida.
Right.
They called it the Florida Project, and then when they opened it, it's called Disney World. And then this is the bit that I got really annoyed with. So they ran to Disney World, and they just kept on running. They went through the gate, and they went to the ride, and then they got to the castle, and then it panned off. They didn't pay for a ticket. They just ran straight through, and the gate was open, and no one stopped these two kids running through. There was no security, no nothing, no gates, no nothing. They didn't pay.
Hope they got caught by the paedophile.
And then it faded to black. I was like, so it ended on a sour note for me.
That sounds worse than Shark Exorcist.
Oh, do you know what? No, because this was cost me a £5, and that was only one time I was going to watch it. Shark Exorcist costs you £3.50 and you can watch it for life.
I can.
Yeah.
I've got it for whenever I want it. And I'll watch that more.
Now, you saying that Captain from Discovery was in
Death of Stalin.
Death of Stalin. Excuse me. Have you been watching Star Trek Discovery?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So you just know the guys in it.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, not yet. I'm not gonna watch it when it's had a few more episodes.
It's up to 8, and it's now on pause until January.
Okay, so I might watch it now then. Do you like it?
It's very good.
Because I've heard my friend Dat, he doesn't like it.
Well, then that is wrong
What?
because it's
But then
very good.
That is usually pretty wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know a last time that I've heard that say something correctly.
Yeah, it's true. Have you seen Orville?
I saw half of the first episode and thought it was terrible and turned it off.
Wow. I was really hoping you weren't going to say that because I really want to watch it because I'm obviously I'm a big Seth MacFarlane fan.
Yeah, no, so am I. And I was like, I had high hopes for it and went into the first episode and was just like,
Oh.
it's really kind of nah. Because there's a superhero TV show that with Danny Pudi in it from Community.
Yeah.
And what's the dude's name from Firefly, who was the pilot?
Wash.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
He's in it, and it was like it was a comedy series set in the DC universe,
Yeah.
and I think it might be called Powerless,
Oh, okay.
and that's very
There's Marvel's one that apparently has just come out as Inhumans.
yeah, I've heard that's pretty terrible.
I've
Yeah, I've
heard
heard
it's
that as well.
Really bad. Really, really bad, but I haven't seen it.
We've been watching The Gifted.
Gifted?
That's a Marvel.
Okay.
That's pretty good. It's written by Matt Nix, who created and wrote Burn Notice, which is one of my favourite.
You're
The
a big
Bruce
fan of
Campbell.
that. Yeah.
Well, Bruce Campbell wasn't the main guy, but he's in it.
He is in it, isn't he?
The legend that is the Campbell.
Cammeister.
Camel.
Season 3 of Ash vs Evil Dead next year.
Looking forward to it?
Very much so.
Good. What are
You
you
haven't-
playing, by the way?
Huh?
What are you playing, by the way?
What am I playing? Oh, at the moment, kind of Super Mario Odyssey, which I got for my Switch. Very good. South Park, Shadow of Mordor. No, it's not Shadow of Mordor. It's Shadow of War.
Yeah.
And last night I went back and I was playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, but mostly Super Mario Odyssey because that game is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better than Super Mario World or on par?
You can't really compare the two.
Okay. On par with how good it is?
It's very enjoyable.
Okay.
It's one of the most enjoyable games I've played, but it's also one of the most infuriating because it's precision platforming. But the reason it's frustrating is nothing to like, I'll fall off platforms and die off of heights and have to go back and do sections again. But the problem is the controls are so tight and so well done that the game, it moves and plays exactly like Mario responds to you with amazing precision. The problem lies with me.
Okay.
And that's why it's infuriating.
Yeah.
Because I know that every mistake
It's your fault.
is my fault.
Because you can't blame anyone else.
But when you do things right and do things well, it's very good, and the game rewards you for it.
Yeah.
And there's over 800 of these moons in the game to collect. And you'll be in a bonus area and you'll get to the end and there'll be an alternative thing on a mini game. So you'll have one task to do on the mini game, but then there's an alternative as well.
Yeah.
And these things just pop up. You literally have to look around. It's kind of like if Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where that was open world and that was explore, do what. This is very much like that, but within Mario, but it's a Mario game, but it's like you will look around and you'll see things and you're like, well, maybe I could do. It's almost like it's the next step from Breath of the Wild, and Nintendo have taken everything they learned from that and they've channeled it into Mario, and it's this. You're like, oh, if I try that, you can try all these weird and random combinations of jumps to get you up higher without needing high up platforms. You'll be on top of something you didn't think you could get on top of, and there'll be coins up there for you to collect.
Right.
Because Nintendo are like, oh, we know you'll get up there.
Yeah.
And you look round and there'll be a hidden recess, and you go in and there's a collectible, one of these moons to pick up, and it adds it to your tally. Everywhere you turn, the game will give you something or reward you with something if you're looking at it, or if you think, well, if I jumped off of that and jumped that, or threw my thing on that, or if I came back, because the whole mechanic is your hat is alive. You can throw it at most creatures or things within the universe and become them. So like there's these weird tanks through the level. You can throw your hat, become a tank. Or you can throw your hat and become this bird that points its nose and you can that pokes its like beak out, and you can climb up the side of platforms by putting the beak in the side of the platform.
Yeah.
Or you become a Koopa Trooper, become a Goomba, become the guy with who floats around on the cloud with the fishing rod. Lakitu.
What about Batman?
No, I haven't found him yet, but I've only just collected 250 something. You can become Yoshi. Spoilers, sorry.
What?
Once they've recreated the castle from Super Mario 64, and you go in it and it's the same music, same layout.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And Yoshi's on the roof.
The missions in the mirrors.
No, but there are paintings dotted around that you can go into, and they give you different things, and it sucks you into the painting like Super Mario 64.
That's very cool.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And it literally adds bits and pieces here and there, and you do like a task and it will give you these moons, and you do something else and it'll give you some more moons, and you do this and
this and this and this.
Yeah.
And this and this and this.
So I've got 250 something out of 830 something.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's
And I'm just like, what? Where are all these things? Because I look
You can't find
where I'm going around and I'm like, they must be all in front of me, and I just can't
You
see.
can't see them. Nintendo are like, we're never going to get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Shadow of War?
It's all right. Since getting South Park, I haven't gone back to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
That's what it does to you.
Not South Park.
I think once I finish South Park, if I'm not that far from it, I will go back to Shadow of War, because we were sent that to review, so I need to get on that and get that written.
Yeah.
I like the Nemesis system again. Is the best part of it.
Yeah.
Like kill someone and someone else get promoted in their place, and then they kill you and they get promoted, or you can control people and send them to kill other people. And yeah. The Nemesis system is the best part of those games.
Is it now?
It is now.
What's More Fight?
More Fight is a first-person game that looks very much like No Man's Sky,
Oh, okay.
but it's not No Man's Sky, and it's kind of a first-person. And we were sent a review copy for the Switch, and Tom reviewed it for us, and that's up on the site.
Oh, okay.
He quite liked it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's cool. In one.
Massive reflux. Those are all.
Have you got some antacids?
Normally I do, but not today.
Antacids.
Anti-ants.
Anti-ants. Antas. ATSTs.
ATSTs.
STD, save the dates.
So, show me the list there, Phil. As everything comes tumbling down.
Like my life.
Me first. EGX was good.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the new friend that I made whilst I was there?
No.
You had a friend?
Yeah, my mate.
Your mate?
Who's currently starring in new series of Red Dwarf.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes,
I met Craig Charles. Was it?
Oh, sorry, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
They were filming for Gadget Show. And I was in the... we were queuing for Assassin's Creed and they walked past.
Arse Creed.
Arse Creed. And I ran up and I was like, Craig, sorry, Craig. Sorry, and he stopped and I was like, hello, hi, I'm a big fan of Red Dwarf. Shook his hand, he's like, oh, cheers, man. And I said, are you busy? Can I get a picture? Sorry, can I? And he's like, yeah, if you're quick. So I got my phone out and I'm like, trembling. I was like trembling. He's like, he was really nice about it. He was like, it's all right, man. And
was he
took the picture. We were joking about that, but no, he wasn't. He was filming for Gadget Show.
Every 3 months.
Yeah. He does he's doing his
DJ
funk
set.
and soul DJing, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a sellout every time he's there.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
supposed
the
to be really
road.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays up the road.
Yeah, no. In a bar that I go to.
What?
Listeners don't go to your bar.
Jalara. No, it's not Jalara anymore, is it?
Canvas.
Canvas. You go to Canvas?
No, I'm joking. I'm saying anywhere but here.
Cheers, mate.
But yeah, that was pretty much anything else could have happened at EGX, and I really wouldn't have been that fussed because
Did you
meeting
play
Craig
last
Charles
week?
made my day. I did.
Was that any good?
It's alright. It's Assassin's Creed. I'm not getting it.
No. Would you get it if it was £6?
£6?
Yeah, if it was £6, would you get
Oh
it?
well, yeah, I might if it was if physical or digital.
Physical.
Yeah, if it was £6, I would. Yeah.
£6.
Why have you got a copy for £6?
No, but if I saw a copy of £6, I'd fucking buy it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would if it was £6. I
Well,
would.
it's £6, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
£6
can't go
is a
wrong,
good
can
deal.
you?
Yeah.
So
It's
if anybody out
25
there
quid.
selling a copy of Assassin's Creed Origins for £6, then
Give us a bell.
give us a bell. Let us know. Get in touch. Noah's Arcade UK on Twitter or Facebook.
1066.
Don't call that line.
Hastings Direct.
Insurance.
What else did we play? We played Destiny 2,
Well,
but that was only because we were thirsty and we didn't want to spend £5 for a bottle of water, and they gave us 3 cans of Monster and a t-shirt.
So you didn't want water, but we got a monster!
We got cans of Monster and a t-shirt. They didn't even have Tornado there this year.
What did they have this year? Just monster?
Nothing.
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 Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
That's disappointing.
We played Sonic Forces.
Did you get to take a photo of Sonic? Were you not allowed to record like that?
Yeah,
one
no,
time?
I took a photo of Sonic and I filmed it as well.
Because last time we went, you weren't allowed to
Yeah,
record.
no, we got told off,
They
didn't
got
we?
really funny.
Yeah. Dragon Ball played. Didn't do any interviews this year.
Nope.
Couldn't be bothered.
Nope.
I think I'd done too many
Yeah,
at
last
Res.
year. Yeah, at Res, yeah.
Played Mario Odyssey.
With your little hat.
No, I got that much later. A little hat.
Little hat.
Yeah.
Little hat.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember what else. I know I didn't play an awful lot.
Like your brightness, don't you?
I turned it up because it was something funny.
Turned it up because his retinas weren't melting.
You know that does that. Jesus, bright.
Is it?
He's like, I've heard girls like guys in glasses.
I don't know. Girls don't like me.
Girls like cars and money.
Good Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. It is good, Charlotte.
It is good, Charlotte.
Very good, Charlotte. Awful Charlotte.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't be bothered to talk about anything else.
Yeah, it's a pretty good list.
For a reunion episode, I think it's been a bit of a letdown, to be honest. We were fucking around too much at the beginning.
Yeah.
Phil diving out the window,
And pretty
talking
good.
about American
Mafia
football.
review was pretty good.
That was probably the highlight, to be honest.
True.
Maybe if you
SNES.
listen to this episode, just listen to that bit.
And SNES Mini.
And SNES, yeah, that was
Are you
good.
putting the song in it?
What song?
When we did at the start, before we even started.
That's probably how I'm going to start the episode. Yeah.
Cool. It's probably the best way, really.
I think what we need to. I think this is a warm up. Get us back in the swing of things.
That's it.
Then we're going to come back.
Bada.
We're going to come back
Blah.
hard at Christmas, hard and
in your face.
like rigid,
Well,
turgid.
Frigid?
No, definitely
I
not.
need to try and think of a game that I want to buy to complete over Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
I'm working.
Well, why don't you put one on your Christmas list? See if you've been a good boy this year.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. I think what we should do.
Oh God!
I think we should do a Secret Santa,
Secret Santa.
and we should each.
That makes me feel less alone on Christmas Day. Yeah.
Yeah. Steady there, Phil. Those levels. A Grinch.
Oh.
Do you know what I find hilarious? He's actually laughing at my pain.
I've got to laugh at someone's pain. Someone
Right.
wants to laugh at my pain.
Well, thank you everyone for coming here. Listen to us tonight.
What we're gonna do?
Oh, we're doing Secret Santa.
Yeah, we'll do Secret Santa,
On
and
video games.
I've got a pen.
it's.
Actually, no, I don't want to use that. I want to use this.
You can if you want. There's ink. There's ink there.
Ow! Ah, you wee bastard!
There's ink there if you want to use
He's
it.
not letting me use it.
No.
No one uses
So
quill
what
anymore.
we'll do?
I do. With red blood. Send messages
What we'll
to
do
people I don't like.
is we will get each other.
I want a PlayStation VR.
Alright, mate. I want
No.
a PlayStation VR.
A game.
Up to the value of what?
I was going to say, what should we set
£900.
the value at?
10 or 15. Don't give me that lacrosse game.
Oh fuck! I was going to buy that the other day. Actually, it was down. It was down from 49 quid to like down to
Handball
24.
17 over.
Huh?
Handball 17.
I would want that as well. I think that would be hilarious.
What I'll do is I'll send you a list of games I actually have, so you don't buy me a game that I don't.
Can we just buy like money's worth? So like PlayStation stuff, and you have to buy the game that you've selected.
What?
Huh?
So say I've gone and spent 20 quid on PlayStation Network money, and then I've given you the code, and then I give you the game you've got to download.
Right, you've got to say the game. Like, give us the
Or I think you can send gifts, can't you? You can send gifts to people.
I think
look
you
into
can.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I might just give you I might do a CX
Right.
and just...
Do you want to shake those?
Shake them. All three of them.
No. Put them in your hand.
Oh.
And shake them up like that, and I've got to pick one of them.
First choice is Stefan.
Ooh,
Put his fingers right deep in. Deep
Is
into
it?
the
You still
chasm.
got right? Okay.
Yeah, so what's
And
it?
then that one in there, and then you got to shake that one up, and then hopefully this works, and then
Hopefully.
but we don't tell.
If it doesn't work, do we shout out it doesn't work? I know what I'm doing. Best idea ever.
Has that worked?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so we have our Secret Santa names,
I
and
think I know how it's gone.
so
How?
By the power invested in me.
By what?
by the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh yeah. They hold so much power.
Got my calendar. I've got to remind myself of this.
So for the next episode, which we'll do in December at some point.
We're doing it in December at some point as our Christmas present. Are we telling, is this the day that we're actually reviewing what the other person's bought them? Or is this the point that we tell people what we bought each other?
We tell each other what we've bought. We present then,
Okay.
so we can. I think physical, because we can, like, if we do 10 or 15, you can pick up.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Got it.
So, and we do that for when we do our Christmas episode in December.
And we got to review it for January.
Yes. January's is us then having played our games,
Amazing
and
game.
that's January's episode.
Cool.
Yeah. Got it.
Cool. This will be funny.
It's going to be good.
Ah, that's an awesome idea. I'm glad we've...
Established the rules.
So
Yeah.
we ended on the Secret Santa.
we did.
Yeah.
Secret Santa.
So, the Noah's Arcade
Secret
UK
Santa.
Secret Santa
Christmas special.
Christmas special episode
Bonanza.
33, that will be.
We're actually going to tell each other what we got.
Yeah.
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 So this has been the warm-up after get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Bing, bada, bada.
Bing. Bada, bada, bada,
Well,
bing.
gentlemen, thank you for joining me.
Boys and girls, thanks for joining me.
And thank you for joining me in the ship palace.
Yes. Yeah, tidy up a bit. We need a new table for next time. Someone wants to donate a table. I'm shivering. I think I'm actually starting to shiver now.
It's not that cold, look. It's fine.
Yeah, but Phil, No, I'm not saying it.
I live in a shithole.
Well, yeah, but I was going to say you're a bit chunkier than I am. So
He's
you
lost.
have...
Yeah, he's tiny now.
True. How much do you weigh?
11 stone 9.
Wow, 11 stone 9.
Yeah.
What I thought you were going to be.
How much is that in kilograms? How much is that in kilograms?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of...
Does it matter?
That's what I've kind of plateaued at. So
Yeah.
How much do you weigh, Em?
17 stone / 108 kilos.
I weigh more than you.
Yeah, you're 6'7", I'm 6'4".
113 and a half, 250 pounds.
I thought you were more than that.
Wish it was.
in the blue corner. Yep.
Hailing from Ringwood, England.
No, it wasn't England.
Where was it?
From
S'mores.
parts unknown.
From the boiler room.
That was Futurama. From parts unknown. Made from parts unknown. The Crushinator. Right.
Filthy bastard.
Yeah. Filthy sleuts. Right, I've been Highest Definition.
I've
been
been Monkey
Anton
Man
Bain.
Phil.
We'll get back into it
Eventually.
eventually.
Who are you again?
I'm Monkey Man Phil.
And I am High Definition.
And I am Anton Bain.
You always forgot my name.
I did. I was going to say something funny, but I couldn't be bothered.
Just said my name.
Yeah.
Anton Payne.
My name. Max Payne.
Pain to the max.
Yeah. Max damage.
Max. Damage.
Strength. Nurofen. Please.
Max Clifford. Max Rager. That's
Max Bygraves. He's dead, of course, so should be Max Ingraves.
Max Fletcher. It's the son in Liar Liar.
Is it?
Fletcher. Audrey.
Audrey?
It's Max. Maximilian.
It's the Claw.
Oh, God.
Yep. Bye.
Oh, bye bye.
Bye.